Chapter 24. Seizure of the Qin Tower. Fairy Wanna did not bother to wipe the blood that spewed out, but instead looked unwillingly towards Guhai on the opposite terrace. At this moment, Guhai was like a star-cupped moon, amongst the gratitude of countless cultivators. Beforehand, he didn't even consider him as a rival. Playing the Qin here, just looking for a front. The trouble is leading to the east. Introducing the world's #1 Qin building. His target is just the old lord of the Silver Moon. Villa. Suppressing the #1 Qin building on this street. Don't be kidding. One doesn't have that kind of effort to fight with this person who doesn't even have the intention to fight with the Qin. But now, the facts are here. One's defeated so ridiculously. Misery turned into someone else's dowry. Everything was just to accentuate Guhai's ability. The whole city cheering, the whole city grateful. How come it felt like in the end, one was doing Guhai a favor? Damn the world's first piano building. I'm going to smash the world's first piano building. Demonis, don't run away. Catch the Demonis. Catch this Demonis. After the cheers, angry retaliation opened up. Boom. A large number of cultivators rushed into the middle of the world's first piano building, a smashing and even looting. No, bastards. Do you know whose property this is? Young Master Un's eyes glared angrily as he roared. Zhong Chenyi revealed a hint of bitterness and said, "Young Master An, let them smash it. The world's first zither building will no longer have a foothold in Silver Moon City. No, they can't smash it. Immediately notify the city lord and mobilize a large army to come and suppress this mob for me." Young Master An glared and droned. "Don't, Young Master An, don't. You'll cause a riot. The army riots. The people riots. You can't trap the king in a desperate situation." Zhong Chenyi grabbed Young Master An. What riot? What trapping my grandfather in a desperate situation? Young Master An glared. The people smashed the world's first piano building. After the smashing is done, the grievances in their hearts will be drained away. If you send soldiers to suppress it, it will only provoke the anger of the whole city. After all, just now, Les Miserables was aimed at the whole city, or a riot of the whole people. All of the king's layouts in the Silver Moon City will be affected, and secondly, will the army come to suppress it? Those soldiers also almost lost all their senses just now, or they also have a lot of grievances against the world's first piano building. What if they disobeyed the military order and rioted? A riot in Silver Moon City. Have you thought about the consequences? The news will only reach the imperial capital, and then the Sant will ask about it. And what if the Sant questions your highness? Zhong Chenyi anxiously said. Young Master Un's face changed. Then what now? Young Master Un's face turned ugly and said, "The people's grievances cannot be blocked. Let them smashed. The anger in their hearts will subside. When they calm down and think of it being the king's property, it will also be settled." Zhong Chenyi eagerly said. Young Master Un nodded, turning his head to look at the countless mobs rushing towards the Wanna Fairy. For the Wanna Fairy, Young Master Un could not wait to strangle her right now. But she's the king of Liu Yang's honored guest, Grandpa's honored guest, and he himself does not know what to do. Alas, Young Master An, this time, we might have really done wrong. In the beginning, we shouldn't have detained Guhai's group of subordinates in the first place, Zhong Chenyi said bitterly. The source of everything was the arrest of Guhai's group of subordinates in the first place. I heard that at the beginning, Guhai wasn't sure what industry to do. It was only the humiliation of the world's first piano building at that time that made Guhai determined to open the first piano building on this street to fight. In less than 2 months' time, actually immediately do the industry's largest, and will be the world's first piano building squeeze. What's more, after today, the reputation of this street's one piano building will be as strong as ever. No one will be able to shake its position. More than a business genius, Zhong Chenyi was bitter for a moment. If he had stuck to his business principles and stopped Young Master An Perhaps it wouldn't be like this now. Young Master and looked across the room with cold eyes. Gu Hai had already left the terrace and went back to the interior of the one piano building on this street. But the anger in young Master Un's heart could not be dispelled. Gu Hai. All because of Gu Hai. Young Master Un's eyes glowed with a hint of sinister venom as he said, "The one piano building in this street. HMPH. I will make it collapse, and very soon." "Huh, young Master An, don't mess around." "What's wrong with messing around? This is Yingju. It's my grandfather's turf. He's an alien ant, and he wants to come out on top." HMPH. Young Master An let out a cold snort. After some smashing at the Heaven's first piano building, the people did slowly calm down, but there were still many that rushed towards Fairy Wanna. Only around Fairy Wanna. The clouds surrounded her. One could see her there, but could not catch her at all. As if it was a formation, Fairy Wanna was in the middle of the formation, and the others could only blindly turn around like ghosts hitting the wall. "Demonis, come out. Don't give the Demonis a chance to run away." The crowd was in the midst of anger. Fairy Wanna wiped the blood from the corner of her mouth and revealed a cold smile. Not caring about the insults of a group of people, she instead looked towards Gu Hai, who had already left not far away. "When I was on my way out, my master reminded me not to underestimate any Zither master who can create repertoire. Am I underestimating?" Immortal Wanna pondered slightly after she laughed coldly. "Newt." Steeply, an immortal crane came straight from the sky. Above the immortal crane stood a man. "Silver Moon Villa, young Lord, Yun Mo. Why is he here again?" "It's the Silver Moon Villa, young Lord, who came last time to deliver a qualification post to Gu Hai. Master Gu got the qualification post. It's well deserved." Amidst the crowd's discussion, Yun Mo was the one who arrived before Fairy Wanna. "Your Excellency is the Zither master who played Les Miserables." Yun Mo looked at Fairy Wanna and said, "Not bad. Why, is the old banker coming to trouble me?" Fairy Wanna sneered. "Your Excellency's Les Miserables has a grandiose meaning, and it is difficult for me to resist it alone. The Lord of the Manor asked me to send you a qualification post for the King Granting Conference." Yun Mo spoke. "What? To that Demonis?" The surrounding crowd stared in disbelief. Oh, a trace of surprise flashed through Fairy Wanna's eyes. "This is the intention of the Lord of the Manor. To take it or not to take it, Your Excellency is at liberty." Yun Mo shook his head and said, "2. Why not?" "Ha ha ha ha." Fairy Wanna laughed out loud. Probing her hand, she received the qualification post. Boom! The surrounding clouds suddenly exploded away, and Fairy Wanna disappeared in front of everyone. "Where's the Demonis? Where did the Demonis go? How come it's gone?" The surrounding cultivators shrieked and searched, but Fairy Wanna had just disappeared so strangely. Yun Mo frowned, then stopped paying attention, and once again came to the #1 piano building on this street, and found Gu Hai. In front of everyone, he once again gave a qualification post to Gu Hai. Another copy. Gu Hai said blankly. "This is the meaning of the banker. A song of pathos, when a qualification post," Yun Mo explained. Gu Hai was slightly stunned, and Long Wanqing smiled joyfully. Mu Feng at the moment was torn inside. He couldn't get a qualification post after 9 exams, in front of Gu Hai. As if he didn't want money, he stuffed it into his hand over and over again. How can the gap between being a human being be so big? "Mr. Gu, take it." "Yes, Master Gu, you deserve it." "Master Gu, it's not too much to give you another qualification post. Master Gu is much better than the other kin masters. He deserves this qualification post." A burst of shouts from the surrounding crowd. "All right, then thanks for the old man's favor." Gu Hai nodded with a slight burst of bitter smile. Other people didn't know, but Gu Hai himself knew his own business. Zither Dao Master. "Just kidding, pathos. It was just a coincidence." Yun Mo left. Gu Hai, Long Wanqing, Mu Feng, and the others returned to Xiaoyu Villa. Hallmaster, why don't you have this qualification post? I'd rather not go. Gu Hai smiled bitterly. Don't. It's better for you to go. Long Wanqing also refused. On the side, Mu Chunfeng twisted his head away, unable to look on. Silver Moon City, the qualification post that countless Zither masters were struggling for. To Gu Hai here was something to be pushed out and not wanted. See people to give away. Silver Moon City. After experiencing the duel between Les Miserables and Pathetique, it slowly regained its calm once again. Only at this moment, the world's first piano building collapsed. Not only was smashed, in the hearts of countless Silver Moon City citizens, has long been excluded from this name. Even if reopened, even if opened in other places, will not be patronized. The world's first piano building fell, relatively. This street is the first piano building is hot. Good value for money. With maintenance guarantees. Coupled with the gratitude towards Gu Hai, countless cultivators came from all sides of the city to buy musical instruments. Among them, the pre-sale of pianos was once again lined up. The one piano house on this street is not only making money every day. The daily earned spirit stones are the ones that immediately go forward to buy storage equipment, and then loaded with spirit stones and sent to the Xiaoyu Villa in the ancient sea. Every day, the spirit stone rolls over. A group of Woodhelm disciples, at this moment, are obedient to Gu Hai. Because this Waterhelm master is generous, these days are busy. Waterhelm master gives a horrible amount of bonuses. 1 month, more than the past 10 years, who still doesn't work hard. Everything was on track, but Gu Hai no longer bothered about it. Instead, he was checking all kinds of information in Xiaoyu Villa. Hallmaster, I seem to have found a place. After your mother founded the Xiaoyu Villa in the past, she often opened zither clubs here, inviting many zither Dao masters to come to play the zither and spar. However, I have found two people who are very strange, Gu Hai said suspiciously. Oh, one of them is this Silver Moon City's city lord Hishikong, an Aikin master called Ma Huangfu, although the two of them don't come and go with each other every time. But they are often involved in your mother's king club, not to say friends, but at least very familiar with it. Moreover, they came to the last concert before your mother's death. After your mother's death, other kin masters have come to pay homage, but these two, but not once came. No news at all. Gu Hai's eyes narrowed slightly and said, Oh, Long Wanqing was slightly stunned. There were a lot of people who didn't come to pay homage, and there were a lot of people who came to pay homage, but who would care about that? However, hearing Gu Hai say it, it seemed like there was really something unusual. Who is this Ma Huangfu? Need to investigate. And also, this Silver Moon City Lord, Hishikong, what's his situation? Gu Hai looked at Long Wanqing doubtfully. Long Wanqing was in the midst of her puzzled recollections. It's not good. Gu Hai, something bad has happened. Mu Chunfeng, however, came running from not far away. What's wrong? Gu Hai was puzzled. Young Master An and City Lord Hishikong, with a large number of troops, have surrounded the one piano building on this street, and want to seize the one piano building on this street, Mu Chunfeng anxiously said. What? Seize it? Why? Long Wanqing's eyes glared, and she instantly rose up in anger.